take a liking to you. In 1949, newspaper magnate William Randolph Hearst attended the Los Angeles crusade and was so impressed with Graham, he wired his editors a two-word order: Puff Graham. Graham quickly saw the power of television and getting out what he saw as God's message, and he became a celebrity, though he never acted like one.
You always have a sense with him, and I met him a couple of times, that unlike a lot of people in the spotlight, it didn't go to his head.
Graham kept politics out of his sermons, but politics somehow always ended up at his side. From Harry Truman to Nixon, Clinton, both Bushes, and every chief executive in between, Graham became preacher to the presidents, and by way of that
Billy Graham became America's chaplain.
A man without denomination beyond Jesus and never angry at those who hadn't accepted him.
But you don't hear him beating up on Muslims or criticizing Judaism or Buddhism or something else. It's a positive message, of affirmation without denigrating other traditions.
With a single blemish, in his book When Religion Becomes Evil, Charles Kimball writes about a conversation taped in the Oval Office in 1972 between Graham and Nixon.
They both made very derogatory comments about Jews and Jews controlling the media and how they couldn't say things publicly, and they were agreeing with each other back and forth, but they had a lot of concerns about the Jewish influence and the way it was shaping the country.
When the tapes were released in 2002, Graham said he couldn't remember making the comment, but he apologized anyway and made amends with many groups of Jews. Graham's legacy is much more likely to be the faith he left behind in the wake of the words he preached.
Hundreds of thousands of people's lives were changed through these crusades, and they would point to when Billy Graham came to London, or when Billy Graham came, and spoke in Dallas or whatever, as the night I gave my life to God, and never been the same since.
And they rebel against each other. They rebel
I think Billy Graham's 50-year legacy will stand alone in American religious life as the most significant long-term public evangelist and national chaplain in American religious history.
God bless you. Thank you.
That's okay. Tough being able to watch all the video and the pictures over all his years. 99 years old. Again, Reverend Billy Graham passing earlier this morning with his family nearby, dying of natural causes. And you mentioned a while ago, not confirmed, that plans to be buried next to his wife here in Charlotte.
That's right. We've got reaction pouring in all over social media. Rochelle Metzger is tracking that right now. Rochelle, what are you seeing? What's the latest?
Well, here are some of the latest tweets on social media right now. Bo says, just heard about the passing of Reverend Billy Graham. May he rest in peace. From everything I've watched and heard from you, you served God well for 99 years now. You have earned your reward. Jules says, I must admit I shed many tears this morning when I learned of the passing of Billy Graham. What a life, such an inspiration. I know he is happy to be home. Carrie says, what a legacy. Ancient Ruin says, all the souls in heaven because of Billy Graham. What a great joy he must be experiencing. And Sergeant Hawka says, imagine the number of people in heaven lined up to greet and say thank you to Billy Graham. Well done. Again, some of the many, many reactions pouring out on social media right now as news of the passing of Reverend Billy Graham has spread. For now, Paige and Jason, I'm going to send it back to you in the studio.
All right, Rochelle, thank you so much. Yeah, we're doing the same thing, looking through Twitter right here. Many similar sentiments being shared there. Did you just find one?
No, I'm actually trying to communicate with my pastor, who's been in North Carolina his whole entire ministry, and I was just talking with him. He's with his dad at the hospital, but it's just saying there's not a minister anywhere in the country who somehow at some point, whether you met him directly or you haven't been affected by either what he believed, what he preached, the style, the way he preached, but just his love for sacrificing his life to spread the gospel around the world.
Really the incredible legacy that has been left. And right here in Charlotte, we've got the Billy Graham Library. My parents visited there actually last time they were here as well.
Yeah.
So it was just life-changing, just so wonderful to get to go see that in person.
It's incredible. Lauren Dugan's out there. We're going to join her here in a little while. That's kind of at the front security gate. And as you can imagine on a day like today, it's busy any time, but I'm sure they're going to keep security heightened. And so we're going to check in with her here in just a minute. In the meantime, we want to go to a local pastor from Centerpoint Baptist Church up in Huntersville. I believe Reverend Heston Blake is on with us. Good morning. How are you? Heston, are you with us this morning? Can you hear us? Okay, we're going to try to work through some of the issues there, but are you with us, Heston?
Rebecca.
All right, we're still trying to work on some issues here with our phone. We're gonna. All right, can you hear us, Heston? All right.
Sorry, we'll work. He is there. We're just having trouble getting the audio pumped through, I think. Give us a couple minutes here. We'll work on that. Take a quick break, guys, and come back for it.